What is up, my little Danos? Websisi, your gods of the Helsinki Dragas, and we are here for the Low Tier Mayhem Week 6 when I go up against Gentleman Thomas, and this is gonna be the first time I get to play him. And as he's making his layout ready for his battle, cause we exchanged our 6 already, for that purpose, I'm gonna use a couple of minutes while he's editing from his perspective, ready to go to play the couple of transactions that I've made. So we had a deadline at the end of week 5 to make any kind of transactions, and based on how my season has gone thus far and what I've been using and what my potential, well, I know my opponents until week 8 that I play, I kinda took away the second half of my draft, which included Inteleon, Rotomo, Sableye, and Colossal. I brought all of them at least once. Colossal, I believe, came in twice, I think, if I remember right. So I did use my entirety of the roster up until week 5, but majority of the time it's been my top 6, and I don't want it to be necessarily a trend that only the top 6 or 7 ones that I have been using frequently will be the ones that I head into playoffs, because it can be pretty predictable. And based on my own mental mindset as well, like I've been saying in a couple of previous games, which affected unfortunately my narration not to be up to standards, for my own standards at least. I wanted to change something on the team to really spark me up and make it exciting for me. Not the fact that I don't like my roster and it's actually done decently, but I just wanted to add some sort of other element that I think goes well with the armor roots. So we picked up Torkoal for sunsetting option to boost up our armor roots potentially. We have Victory Bell as our Chlorophyll user under the sun, and also as our grass type. We picked up Charizard as a solo power mon, and a mon that is off the ground when I'm losing one of those in Rotomo, as I got rid of it. And then final mon that I added to the team, just for natural speed and electric typing, I picked up Jolteon, which would be a lot better if it would be a Tera mon, but I wasn't gonna change my Tera captain from armor roots to my Jolteon. So Jolteon is kinda there as a potential speed that Inteleon was kinda there for when I saw the matchup being good enough for it to be brought. So that's pretty much the team. I've been able to show it probably by now, as well as a screenshot from the documents, so you can get an idea how it looks like now compared to what it was looking before. So I'm gonna be cutting off from here, and I'll be coming back for the game once my opponent is ready to go. Alright, we are here for the battle in itself. Thomas has had time to edit his team layout regards to what 6 I'm bringing, so you can see a little bit underneath me. So we're gonna be bringing our Indeedee, Armarus, Torkoal, Victory Bell, Gastrodon, and Halucha. So it's gonna be an offensive team. I don't know if it's gonna be the best team to necessarily bring for this matchup, but frankly, the matchup wasn't something that I felt comfortable bringing a balanced team or anything like of that sort. So at least the first glance that I've been looking at this matchup. So we're gonna be going in with these 6. My dedicated lead is gonna be Casta Perry, Hazard stacking Gastrodon. And I'm gonna be just looking in with that and see where it takes me. The big surprise for me is that he didn't bring Iron Jugulis, so I thought that would be a massive threat to me. Besides his Tera captain, that is Toxtricity. And he of course brought his Electric Terrain core that he had on his roster, which I think now is the debut for it from his side. I don't remember seeing him using it before this season. So it makes a lot of sense because I have the Indeedee and the Halucha, so he has a way to reset that and provide speed for himself. But I do also have my Weather in Torkoal and Victory Bell as another form of speed control for myself. And we just go from there. Good luck and have fun to Thomas. And we'll see how this is gonna go. Again, first time playing him, so hopefully it's gonna be a good one. He just leads with the Toxtricity, which makes a lot of sense. This is gonna be a Tera normal Toxtricity. I don't know if it's gonna be Specs, I don't know if it's gonna be Scarf, or what he's gonna be doing with it. But based on the team, I want to get up my Stealth Rocks turn 1. I want to be able to get up as many hazards as possible and go from there. and see where it takes me. I would imagine he's gonna just Terralize and go for a Boom Burst, because even if it's Scarf, it's gonna 2-hit KO me. And Specs barely avoids killing me unless he's modest and gets the max roll, so... we just go from here and see what happens. He does Terralize turn 1, so this is gonna be a Tera normal armor roots that we're dealing with. And I'm gonna have my Calc open to see that what kind of damage it's gonna be potentially doing to me. Because I assume it's gonna attack me. He does go for the Boom Burst. So is this Specs? That is Specs. Okay. So that's good to know at least, that it's a choice Specs. Toxtricity, which put me down to 54 HP. And I wanna say it shouldn't be modest, so that's like timid Specs, if I had to guess. But for now, I will just go for spikes, because we have Custard Berry, so we can get this one up as well. And we go from there. And he will go for the Boom Burst and finish me off from there. Which is not too surprising, obviously. Now here, my sequence of plays is either going to my Indeedee and pull a double on expected Bronzor and Pink Curtain, which I think I'll do. The idea is that he should swap out here, because this is one of his better mons into me, like I don't deal with this Pokemon at all. So I don't imagine him staying in. So this will provide me a turn to go into my armor roots and just obliterate either Bronzong or the Pink Curtain coming in. Pink Curtain could come in because it would nullify the terrain. Bronzong because it's a very good natural resist to me. Especially because I cannot click a Psychic move in front of the... oh, Shadow... I cannot click Shadow Ball, excuse me, in front of a normal type, so... that's what I assume will happen, that he just swaps into Bronzor or Pink Curtain here. The reason also why I think he has to swap is that if I'm Scarf, I still kill him. I don't need to be Choice Specs with Expanding Force to kill him. So I withdraw, I am faster than it. Now I do expect him to see him swapping as well. Into either Bronzong or the Pink Curtain. He stays in. Why on earth would you stay in? What? Well, I think I lost this game because of that. I did not expect him to stay in. Well, there goes that. And now... do I just go... I have to attack what is in front of me. I did not expect him to stay in like that. I should, I guess, attack what is in front of me, obviously in a hindsight, but... he does go into the Bronzong. Which I guess for now is... that looks to be a 2-hit KO to me, if I have seen one. Do I go for a Sword Dance here, hoping that I live a hit? He could be physical, so I don't think I can. So I think I just have to go for another one and hope that it kills. Obviously, in a hindsight, I should have just allowed the Pink Curtain and Bronzong come in first, and then I would have reacted on it, but we'll see. We barely do not kill this either. We don't barely kill this thing either. As he goes for the Zen Headbutt, and that definitely will kill me. Well, especially with the crit, but that didn't matter. Here... Indeed is kinda free to go for a Expanding Force from this turn. So I think I go into that. And I'll just click Expanding Force. Losing the armor roots like that really sucks, but... we'll see. Maybe I can pull this back still based on that play, but... just losing 2 Pokemon like that to Toxtricity was not what I was, like, hoping to. Kasudon was fully always dedicated to lose for the hazards to be going up. And there comes the Porygon 2, speaking of which that I don't know how I can get rid of this thing. He may Thunder Wave me, which would be really bad. Based off my own team. How do I win this matchup? I feel like Indeedee is the tool to get rid of this thing. Maybe I do have to use my Victory Bell to knock off that. Yeah. I think Indeedee, because it's able to reset the terrain, is probably my best winning condition right now. So I'm gonna preserve this for now. Use my Torkoal here to set up the Sun. As he has 4 play on this. Okay. And now I just go into my Victory Bell. And I'll go for the knockoff. So that I can remove its Eviolite, which is key. And then hopefully I can finish it off with either Victory Bell or with my Indeedee. I do go for the knockoff, we are able to remove the Eviolite at least. And what does he go for? 4 play. We'll take it okay. And now I wanna say... which one does more here? Weather Ball? I wanna say Weather Ball does more. Into Porygon. If the Sun is up. Yeah, Weather Ball will do slightly more, so I think that's always the play. And we go from there. And there comes the Weather Ball, it's Sun boosted, and obviously fire type move, but it will not be able to take it out as he goes for Ice Beam after. Then we go into Indeedee and we just simply click Expanding Force. So Indeedee comes out, we click Expanding Force. This is not good for my mental health either, like being like throwing my Pokemon games like that is not really helping me one bit, but at least we got rid of the Porygon 2. Yeah, there comes the Pikachu. Which will take a little bit of chip from the hazards, except it's heavy duty boot, so it will not. My only play here is to go into my Torkoal. As he goes for the dish shots. As the Sun fades out. But I have Earth Power that he doesn't necessarily or technically resist all too well with his team, what he has left, so I'll just go for that for any kind of damage that I can get. We go for the Earth Power. Doesn't do a whole lot to this. Because it's probably Spadef. And the terrain, I believe, is still up, so he can technically still recover. I need to check it from here. Yeah, the terrain is gonna be up still for a while, so I just go for Earth Power still. He does withdraw. Into the Toxtricity, which basically just means that this is gonna guarantee me the loss, essentially, cause, yeah. Because now I have to sack him onto this, which obviously is gonna be the Torkoal, and I go into Indeedee and... probably gonna force a 3-0 loss. Which, you know, isn't all that great, but... what can you do? I guess, in a hindsight, it was over-prediction, but I just genuinely did not think he would stay in with the Toxtricity like that, turn 3 and sacking it to a expanding force when even not me being Specs would have done it. I don't know why he's necessarily taking too long with this, because yeah, he can just sack this freely. And the Electric Terrain Core will pick me up from here. Yeah, there comes the Percussion, which eventually is gonna paralyze me and kill me, which isn't the most exciting way that I would like to play this game, but I guess I'm gonna be pressing heal moves for a little while. Oh, I did get a crit at least. That's cool. Okay. Getting a crit is pretty nice. We lower the differential a little bit. So I guess it turns into a 2-0 when the Raichu is gonna kill me. No, good game to Thomas. Go make sure to check him out down below in the description. He also plays in another Wi-Fi league that is low tier as well, that is starting up from his side. Whereas some of the bigger names are involved, and I'm happy for him that he gets to be part of it. For me, I'm not really happy, obviously, after the turn 3 when Armarouge went down, when I did not expect him to stay in, but... I guess I should not just be quote-unquote over-predicting when I didn't really think he would stay there, but... regardless, that's gonna be a play that's gonna haunt me for a while, and I don't understand that. Was that really a bad play from my side? Or what's the deal, but... we have to move on from it. I play Keegan next week, who is the #1 seed, and hopefully things will go better. Check out all the courses in the league. They are down below in the description as well. I'll see you guys later.